Hey everyone, it's Erin, the stay-at-home stitcher, coming to you with another FlossTube Extra unboxing video. Stitch with me, start with me, whatever you want to call it. I'm here with another video. Mug shot of the day. It says, I'm sorry, did I offend you with my common sense? Did I? Kind of just my personality. Saw the cup at Hobby Lobby and had to buy it. Anyways, we're here to do an unboxing for NewCraftDay. I did an unboxing already, and it was for NewCraftDay as well. So NewCraftDay.com has got a hold of me and wanted to do a video collaboration. And so they told me, get on our website, see what you like, and here's kind of your budget. And then they sent me these kits, and they're like, hey, just do a video and kind of unbox them and show how you start them and stitch them or whatever. And we'd love to kind of create a business relationship there. And so I was like, well, cool, that, awesome. I like these stamped kits that Ashley, the Boogiestitcher, she got me into them. I'm loving them. They are great to take outside while my son's playing. We live in Louisiana, so it's already hot. And he's been playing outside a lot lately, and I was like, well, I need something where I can just take it out there, because all of my other projects I work off of a full set of DMC. So having that full set of DMC in my cabinet in here, I can't just take my whole cabinet outside. So it's nice to have these stamped kits because I can just grab a bag and go. And everything's organized. I don't need paper, I don't need highlighters, I don't need a tablet, I don't need any of that stuff. I just literally need the fabric and the thread. And I love that. So I have gotten into these, and so I'm going to do this unboxing from NewCraftDay, and I'm going to start one of them with you guys. And I'll put the links below in the description box for each of these kits that I got, and then I will put a link to their website, like in general, and I'll put all the links below. Yeah? Okay. So, crinkling, because these come in a poly mailer. Y'all just saw my address. Okay, so I haven't opened these yet either, so let's get rid of that crinkling. So, I picked these off of their website because these were two of my favorites. This first one, I don't remember what they called it. I think it was just Steam Train. But to me, does that not look like the Hogwarts Express? It kind of does, huh? Except for right here would have the... it would say Hogwarts, I think. Anyways, I loved this one because I was like, that is just super cool looking. I was like, yeah, it's going to be a ton of black and gray, but... let's take out the threads and look. So, like I said, these are full stamped kits. So it comes with, that's the cover page. And then this is a pattern on the paper. Super tiny, but it's easy to read. So, it's small, but it's easy to read, so I'm not complaining. I don't really use that unless something gets on my fabric, which I haven't had happen yet. Knock on wood. Okay, so here's your threads. They come on, there's all the colors. I guess the purple and like the green is like within the smoke. Gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta be like within the smoke or something. Like the shadow of the black. There's the red for the train. Yes. So there's the threads, and it corresponds, like the number corresponds with what's on the pattern and on the stamped on the fabric. And I just wrap these like this so they don't get tangled. And then it comes with 2 needles. They stick them through the fabric, which I don't love, but this one is actually printed better than my other ones that I have. I don't remember if this one was 11 count or 14 count. All of these are 11 or 14. But this one, the stitch count is 129 by 173. So it's a 40 centimeter by 50 centimeter. It's got a huge border. It's not serged around the edge, and then the key is super clear. So I like that. Even the picture right here is pretty clear, which is normally hard to get. So I'll probably just take this upstairs and serge it myself, to be honest. I have the ability to do that. So if I can do that to stop the fraying and stuff, that's what I'll do. But like I said, I'll put the links for these below in the description box. So if you like either of these kits, that'll be below as well. Okay, so the next one is, if I can get it, this. I live on a lake, and this looks pretty similar, like landscape-wise, to the lake that I live on. Yeah, I like all those trees, and I just don't have a boat like that. My husband bass fishes. That boat would do him no good. And again, it's a paper copy of the pattern. And you can see, like, the boat right here, the tree line. These are all clouds. This is water. You got grass right here, the plants right here. So you can see it pretty clear. And you got the key on there. And then ooh, this has some pretty colors. Alright, so here's your colors. I'm going to put these like to the front so you can see them. So some of it's getting washed out because of all the sunlight that I have coming through these windows. But I don't have blinds, so you guys will just have to try and see it. There we go. So there's some oranges and some browns and yellows, gray. There's like this really pretty mint color. There's a pretty green. So yeah, there's the greens. Yeah, that one's really pretty colors. Like I said, I wrap it around like that. And it's got the little card and the numbered. One of mine says, you know, what count it's on. This one doesn't, though. And then this one also comes with the needle stuck in the fabric. This one has a stitch count of 129 by 173 as well. So it's 40 centimeter by 50 centimeter. The printing is really good on it. Really bright, vibrant. You can see like the symbols super well. So I like that. And then it's got the really big clear key and a really clear picture. So I like that. I like these. These are printed very well, packaged. I mean, you can't really ask for better packaging because it's minimal packaging. It's literally just in this, you got your fabric, your threads, your needles are stuck in your fabric, you have your 2 papers that lay on top, and then it goes in this plastic sleeve. So, yeah, it's a plastic sleeve, but it's very minimal, and I make project bags, and I have my other project bags from Amazon, so I don't really need the extra project bags. So I like I don't know, I like it. So I'm going to start one of these with y'all, and I'm going to show you how I kind of work on them. Which one should I start? Which one? I guess I need to look on my phone and see if it's 11 or 14 count, because 11 count I use the 3 strands. 14 count I use 2 strands. They do have the DMC numbers on the floss card, like the key. The key and the printed pattern is what I meant to say. The key and the printed pattern, these are both 11 count. So the key and the printed pattern both have the DMC numbers. So if I run out of thread that comes with it, I can use DMC, but the dye-law is not going to be the same, because I do believe these kits come with CXC, which is DMC equivalent. Let's see. Let's start with the train, just because I showed it first. And I'm just going to show you guys kind of how I start it. Granted, you're not going to get a very clear view, because I don't have the fancy setup that a lot of people do. Where they have like the cameras facing down, and I'm just going to have to try to show y'all the best I can what I'm doing, if that makes sense. So, first thing I do is I unroll my threads. I take my needles out and kind of, you can see where they had the needles just there, and it's puffed up from like packaging and stuff. So I just kind of smooth that out. And then I normally pick like a item in the project to start with. What I might do for this is I might start right here in the middle where I can see the train. So you can kind of see in the stamping that this is the front bumper, I don't know what it's called technically, of the train, and then this is the round part, and this is your stack that comes out the top with the smoke. So I might just start right here in the middle. Or I can do like this part. I'm just gonna kind of pick a number right there. We're gonna play pick a number. So maybe eventually I'll get my a setup where I can record like my work and stuff in a stand, and that's a lot. It's a lot of extra. If you guys would like, I can try to figure out how to set it up so I can record how I stitch, but I mean, I stitch like everybody else, if that makes sense. So let's see, let's find my first. Let's go with, let's go with thread color number 9, which is red. So what I do is I take my needle and how it's wrapped, and I pull one thread from right here. See if I can get one. And if you pull straight out, you can get one thread. It looks like it's going to tangle, but it doesn't. I just smooth it back out with my fingers. Put that right there. So, and then Ashley, the Boogiestitcher, she taught me a way on how to do a 3-stranded loop start method starting with 1 strand. So she uses a needle to do it, which probably is easier, but I'm not that coordinated. So I grab the end and I loop this around my pinky and then around the top of my hand like so. And then I come down here where my pinky is, and then I have the thread between my fingers still looped over my middle finger, and I just pull the loop down and kind of keep this up here taut so that it doesn't just come out of my hand. And then you bring it down to meet this other down here so that you have an end at the bottom and an end. So I have an end and a loop, and then I have an end and a loop here. So I'll take this end and loop right here, and that's how I'll do my loop start, is I'll use that loop just like I would a 2-stranded loop start. So I pull it onto my needle, so there's my loop and end there, and then this is a loop and an end here. So then I just find my symbol. I don't stitch these in a hoop because the fabric is pretty stiff. So I just kind of hold it in hand the best that I can. I like to two-hand stitch if possible. So I find my symbol and I do my loop start. This is a big piece of fabric, so it's going to be a little bit harder. So let me see if I can angle you guys down a little bit further. So I just do I went through my loop and then back down. And I just normally follow, I try not to skip too many spaces when I'm stitching, but I like to try to follow the same direction, if that makes sense. So if I'm working down, I like to steady work down, and I'll just stitch groups at a time until my thread is gone. Once my thread is gone, I like the stamped kits because once my thread is gone, I can go back, and if I'm tired of stitching like up in the corner where I'll be stitching all that black and gray on this one, if I get tired of stitching black and gray, I can come back down here to the red and just work on it for a little while and then go back up and work on the black and gray. I don't have to work on one color or work my way to something. I like these because you can kind of skip around and stitch wherever the heck you want to stitch. I mean, semi-methodically, I guess. I've been stitching each one of my stamped kits a little bit differently. It kind of just depends on the kit. So my Harry Potter crest, my Hogwarts crest, I am doing a stitch along with the Boogiestitcher on that one. It's hashtag Hogwarts Sal. And we are just stitching all of our Harry Potter pieces together. And so if you guys want to join in on that, you could tag us on Instagram. Hashtag Hogwarts Sal. But we just, for that one, I've been working a couple strands of the black and then working a couple strands of the color. Ashley is not doing the black around the outside, and I think it will look great without it. But I have chose to stitch all the black around the outside edge of the crest just to have a darker border look. Because if I would have chose that pattern not on a stamped kit, I would have probably done it on black, just because it looks really good. So I just follow this symbol, and I'll show you guys what I've stitched here in just a second. You can kind of see it, how I just follow this symbol down. And once again, I'm sorry that you guys can't like physically see me stitch on the fabric. I guess you kind of can, but it's upside down and all that good stuff. But yeah, I just kind of work a thread for a little while until my thread is gone. And on 11 count 3 strands, your threads aren't super long, so this is as long as it is. I actually like doing 3 strands, and I'm really glad that the Boogiestitcher showed the 3-strand loop start method on one of her Stitch With Me videos, because I never knew to do a 3-strand loop start. I never thought to fold it over like that. I just grabbed 3 strands off my bobbin and, you know, went about my business and had 3 really long strands that sometimes I would even cut in half just so they weren't so long, because most of my projects are 2 strands, and so I pull a length out that I can fold in half and have a comfortable length once I fold it in half. But once she showed me this 3-strand loop start method, it's changed how I not only stitch my stamped kits, but I have a kit on 14 count black Aida, or a pattern on 14 count black Aida, that I do 3 strands on to get really good coverage, because it's really bright colors. And I don't want the black to show through the really bright colors. And it's going to change how I stitch that one as well, because I don't pull that one out very often, because I'm like, oh, I have to get these really long 3 strands, and now I can just do a loop start and not have to worry about all the ends and all that. One thing I probably will change on all of my kits that I get from any stamped kit is the needles that come with it are very large. You can see here, it's fairly large. I normally stitch with a size 28 needle, so this needle, to me, it feels like a yarn needle in my fingers. I know it's not, but I feel like this is maybe a size 24. And to me, that just feels really big. So I might switch to a smaller needle and just have these needles for like backup or whatever. So if there's any questions you guys have about any of these kits that I've got, or any of my other projects, just comment below and I will get back to your comment. I read all of my comments. I love getting comments from y'all. I love hearing from y'all, whether you watch my whole video or not. Like, just getting a comment from y'all just makes me smile. So if you guys want to do a live one day, I can figure out like a way to set up my iPad to do a Stitch With Me. But I mean, that's really the only thing, that's what I'm recording on right now, is my iPad, because that's really the only thing I have to record, like, videos and stuff. I have a camera, but it's not, like, super fancy or anything. So, but if y'all want to do a live Stitch With Me, or just a live hangout and stitch, let me know. I would love to do one before my son gets out of school in May. I know a lot of people have to work on the weekdays during the day, and you don't have the opportunity to get on during the day throughout the week. And I'm normally busy on the weekends with my son and my husband, you know, spending time with them. So if you guys want to do a live, just let me know. If you guys like seeing the unboxing videos, there's gonna be, I have 2 more on the way. So now that my thread has come, you know, pretty close to the eye here. I played thread chicken a little on that last stitch, but then I just run it under on the back, and you can kind of see how much I stitched just with that one thread. And this is why I don't like the big needles as well, is because you have a lot of waste on the back. My 28 count, or my 28 needle doesn't have that much. And then you can kind of see where I've stitched right here. So yeah. You can definitely tell that's the front part of the train. But I'm going to put this one away and then I'll start the other one with you. Just because I didn't really plan on starting more projects, but when I do these unboxing videos, I'm going to just do a small start. And that was my alarm to tell me it's almost time to go get my son from school. So I'll stitch one thread with you guys on this one. We're going to start on this one. Let's see. Where are we going to start at on this one? Maybe just start in the very top on this one. That way it's kind of a block of color. So what I do is I'll go through and let's see, I'll start up here. And I'll probably just grab this color because there's a lot of it, that red square, which is number let's see, that's a red square inside of a yellow square. See, that's, I don't like when they do that, when they have a red square full in and then a red square inside of a yellow square. It kind of makes it confusing. But, I mean, you could pretty much, it's normally opposite ends of the color spectrum of what color it is to stitch with, so it makes it a lot easier. So, number 9. Incorrect. $168, number 2. Yeah, I don't have the right colors, y'all. I got the wrong threads. That's why it's always important to check. I received the threads for a different kit. So I will have to get a hold of them and let them know that I received the wrong threads. And I guess we'll test out their customer service as well. Sorry you guys didn't get to start that one with me, but I will have to start this one with you guys another time. But I'm glad you guys came to hang out with me and unbox those cool kits. You got to see that not everybody is perfect when it comes to packaging and everything, so that's important to remember. We're all human, and even humans and computers and everybody makes mistakes. I'm not mad. It happens to everyone. So what I'll do is I'll just email them and let them know that I got the wrong colors, and they will probably get back with me pretty quick. They're normally really good about getting back. So I will do a stitch with me with this one another time. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the unboxing and seeing how I started the train one. And I will let you guys know what comes of this one. And I guess I will see you guys soon. I plan on doing another video probably Thursday. We have some bad weather coming Wednesday. So probably Thursday I'll do another video and my video will be of my March bracket that I did. So my March battle, and I will let you guys know how many stitches I did on all my full coverage for the month of March. But for now, I'm going to go finish my coffee, go get my son from school, and I hope everybody has a good evening. And just remember, common sense isn't that common anymore. So don't be afraid to offend people when you have common sense. See you guys later. Have a good night.